Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Geography class. Today we will discuss chapter number 3 question and answers, that is drainage system. This actually I have planned for yesterday, that is Monday, on live class, but there was only one person and rest of the class was not there, so we skipped that. But this is to inform you all that it is now mandatory for all of you to come live on Monday or attend the Monday class for every subject. Okay, that will impact your assessment as well as that will tell us who will write the final exam. So attendance is compulsory. Be there on Monday. So today we will discuss some MCQs, short question answers, and the long question answers regarding the chapter drainage system. I hope you have gone through all the videos about the drainage system. Today we will discuss the exercise. So the first question is, which one of the following river was known as the Sorrow of Bengal? Now you have to be very careful while reading the question. Why? Because the question is asking about the sorrow of Bengal. There are four options. A option is Gantak, B the Son, C the Kosi, and the D Damodar. Now we all know that the sorrow of Bihar is the river Kosi. Okay, so you don't confuse it with the sorrow of Bengal. जब हम sorrow of बिहार की बात कर रहे हैं, the correct answer will be Kosi, and it is still in news because of the floods done by this river in Bihar region. But when we are talking about sorrow of Bengal, so I hope you have checked the video very properly. I have drawn one river which join the rivers in Hooghly. The river is called the river Damodar, and this river is called as the Sorrow of Bengal. So the correct answer of MCQ 1, Sorrow of Bengal, is river Damodar. Okay. Next, which one of the following rivers have the largest river basin in India? You have to be very cautious. We have to be very alert right when you see an answer because of question, because you see here it is written river, which of the following river has the largest river basin in India. It's not we are talking about all over the world. The river Indus, A, river B the Brahmaputra, C the Ganga, D the Krishna. So you know that the river basin, if we are talking about overall river basin, in this river basin are more, it's a large than the Ganga. But as in this flow majorly from the Pakistan, so the correct answer for this question is river Ganga. So river Ganga has the largest river basin in India. Okay. So when we are talking about river basin क्या होता है? When a big river gets water from one specific area and falls into the sea. Many tributaries join it, and this region is called as the river basin. Okay, question number 3. Which of the following river is not included in Panchnar? Is not included. So the key word here is not included in Panchnar. So there are four rivers mentioned in your option. First, the Ravi, B, the Chenab, C, the Indus, and D, the Jhelum. First of all, you should by default know the five or the Panchnals, which are Ravi, Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, and Beas. Okay. Now, the option C is not included in the Panchnal. Why? River Indus is a river whose tributaries are Panchnar and it meet in Pakistan and Mittenport with Indus. But river Indus is never constituted under the Panchnar. The Panchnar rivers are the Ravi, Chenab, Jhelum, Beas and Satluj. Okay, so don't be confused in that. Okay, these all are the tributaries of Indus to Vega. But we are here talking about Panchnar. We are not talking about the tributaries. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Next, question number 4. Which of the following rivers flow in a rift valley? So, what is rift valley? When we are talking about the rift valley, the river which flow between the mountains. Okay, and the correct answer of this is river Narmada. We know that river flow between the Satpura ranges and the Vindhya ranges that results into the Rift Valley system in the Narmada. So the correct answer is Narmada. Okay. Next, the MCQ number 5 is saying which one of the following is the place of confluence of Alaknanda and Bhagirathi. Confluence of Alaknanda and Bhagirathi. Say option A is Vishnuprayag, option B Rudraprayag, option C Karanprayag, option D Devprayag. So this is very easy because Alaknanda and Bhagirathi we know that it meets at the Devprayag. The correct answer is Devprayag. But that doesn't mean you should not know the others. So you should know the others. The Vishnu Prayag, Rudra Prayag, and Karan Prayags are all on the Alaknanda rivers. They are formed with the other rivers joining in the origin of the Ganga. So we have detailed discussions in our videos. I hope it is clear to you. The correct answer is B, Dev Prayag. Okay, just go through what makes Vishnu Prayag, what makes Rudra Prayag, and what makes Karan Prayag. Okay, the next question is state the difference between the followings. So what are the difference between the followings? First, river basin and the watershed. So river basin I have already discussed to you. Okay. Now what is watershed? When we are talking about watershed area, it is basically the area or you can say a ridge of land that separate the waters flowing to different rivers, basin of sea. So it is a demarcation, it is an area which separates the two networks or the two drainage system that divides the water divides comes under this watershed. Okay, river basin we know it's from which the water gets from a specific areas. Many tributaries join that, and that area comes under the river basin. Watersheds that divide the two drainage systems and the area that separates the water flowing to different rivers. That is called as the watershed. Okay. Second is dendritic and trellis drainage pattern. Dendritic we know that, and the radial and centripetal drainage system. So these four are the different drainage patterns which was made by the rivers. River flow in a particular pattern. Okay, and that is divided into dendritic, trellis, radial, and centripetal. So when we are talking about dendritic basically means a river which follow a pattern just like a tree branches. Okay, if a river is forming are similar to the branches of tree pattern that will come under the dendritic drainage pattern. The river Ganga, the Amazon river of Brazil, that all forms the dendritic pattern. Now, then what is trellis pattern? So when we are talking about the trellis patterns, these are the patterns in which when the main river flow parallel to the another and the tributaries join that at the right angle. Okay, if the rivers join, if the tributary rivers join the main rivers at a right angle, then that is called as trellis pattern. Okay, next is radial and centripetal. Radial basically means when the rivers radiate from a highland in all directions, that is called as radial. For example, many rivers from the Amargantak hills are from the radial. So Narmada originates from there, Son originates from there, and many others originates from there. So all this comes under the radial pattern. So one source or one big source which is in the count type of highland, from there many rivers flow out. Okay, but when the three, four rivers, they flow in to a one source or one stream from all the directions, flow into a lake or a depression, then it is called as centripetal pattern. And you will find this kind of rivers in Loktak Lake, Manipur. Okay, Manipur Lake is the which form the centripetal drainage system. So this was important. I have again discussed it with you. Now, when we are talking about this is important, guys, delta and estuary. What is the difference between delta and estuaries? So, see, delta, you know that it is basically a triangular landmass. It's basically a triangular landmass deposited by the sediments of the rivers on the mouth of a river. Means from where the river draining out to the one sea, either on Bay of Bengal or on the Arabian Sea, the pattern which that rivers make in a triangular form due to the deposition of sediments at the river end or the river mouth is called as the delta. So, Ganga Brahmaputra is the largest delta in the world, not in just India. Ganga Brahmaputra Drat is the delta which is largest in the world. So delta means a triangular pattern which results to the upliftment of that land. Why? Because of the deposition of sediments at the end at the mouth of the rivers before draining out into the Bay of Bengal. For example, Ganga, Krishna, Kaveri, almost all the rivers which are flowing towards the Bay of Bengal form delta. Now, then what is estuary? Estuary का मतलब क्या होता है? So estuary basically when a slope is steep at the end of the rivers, when the river is going to meet the sea, at that if the slope is steep and the section of river is high as compared to sea, and the sea, river is going to drop into the sea, sorry, from a height, then that does not result into the deposition of sediments. All the sediments just drop into the river or in the oceans, and all the sediments are washed away into the sea. A narrow channels is formed, and such narrow channel is called as estuary. Narmada River, Tapi River formed estuaries. Okay, they formed estuaries. Okay, so this is the difference between delta and estuaries. I hope it is clear to you. Then, what are the socio-economic advantages of interlinking rivers in India? Already discussed with a very good presentation. Just go through that. What are the economic like we have social, we have the drinking water, economy, it's prevent the floods and systems. Yes, it's also what it will do. It will help in irrigation. Okay, it will help in hydroelectric. It's also helping food security. So all these are the advantages. Okay, a very detailed discussion I have already done with this. Just write down that in 13 words. Next, write three characteristics of peninsular weavers. So what are the three characteristics of peninsular weavers? You can generally get that from a table mentioned in your book. That they are seasonal, they are short course as compared to Himalayan weavers. Yes, but they are old, they form first, and the Himalayan weavers form later. So these are some of the characteristics of peninsular weavers. What are the important characteristics features of North Indian weavers? How are these weavers different from the peninsular weavers? So you can easily get that answer from this table. Okay, just study this table, you will find the answer for the first long question answer, that is important characteristics features of North Indian rivers. Suppose you are traveling from Haridwar to Siliguri along the foothills of Himalaya. So Siliguri is in West Bengal. Name the important rivers you will come across. Describe the characteristics of any one of them. So if you are moving towards the Siliguri, you will very easily you will find that the rivers which you will face there will be like rivers like, just I will tell you with the help of the map. So if you are going to Ganga, you will find Gomti, you will find Ghagra, you will find Gangtok, Kosi rivers while reaching the Siliguri. So these all you can write in your own words. There is no as such limits on that. Now, what will be the homework for you guys is that you have to do some question answers in your notebook, and that question answer will be the first state the difference between the following. So you have to write the difference of, you can say, first, that is river basin and watershed. Okay, just do this, and the delta and estuaries. So this two from the question number two. Then question number three, all two questions you have to do in your uh, notebook. And the last question will be question number four, one. That is, what is the important characteristics of the difference? So you have to total do one, two, three, four, and five. You have to do five questions from this chapter, that is drainage system. I hope it is clear to you. Tomorrow we will start the new chapter, that is minerals and rocks.